We have some unbelievable results here from a new public policy polling survey on Trump supporters. Listen to this. 69% of Trump voters think that if Hillary Clinton wins the election, it will be because it was rigged, to only 16% who think it would be because she got more votes than Trump. Wow. So up front, they're saying it's rigged, period. If he loses, it's rigged. If he wins, obviously not rigged, but if he loses, it's rigged. Okay, understand something, guys. There are over 20 different polling organizations. As of right now, as I'm speaking to you, and this is subject to change, so let's be clear about that, but as of right now, Hillary is up in almost every single poll from almost every single polling organization, save maybe Rasmussen today, which is a conservative-leaning polling organization. Is your argument that every single polling organization has Hillary plants in there that are rigging it for her? Now, by the way, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of the people who says nothing has ever been rigged ever and they never tipped the scale in any way. That's demonstrably not true. Look at what they did to Bernie Sanders. The DNC did tip the scale in favor of Hillary Clinton and they were against Bernie Sanders, and that's been proven. So it's not inconceivable that some people in some positions try that against whoever the Republican nominee may be, and in this case, it's Donald Trump. But the idea that by definition, we already know it's going to be rigged, and we already know that any evidence that points in that direction is not accurate, well, that's just incredibly stupid. Really, all the different polling organizations, all of them, say, you know what, let's all bias this in favor of Hillary Clinton. Guys, that's utterly ridiculous. And this is Mitt Romney-level conspiracy theory. Remember that? Mitt Romney, going into the election, Nate Silver had it at, I think, about 90% that Obama was going to win. People in the Romney campaign thought Mitt Romney was going to win, even though, again, out of the over 20 different polling organizations, Obama was up in all of them except maybe 2. So it was overwhelming that Obama was likely to win. But the Romney people thought they were a favorite. Why? Because they were living with their head up their asses. And our internal polling is better than anything else anybody's ever done, even though they do it more scientifically and more accurately. Well, we saw what happened. All the idiots, Larry Kudlow, who said Mitt Romney's going to win in a landslide, fucking Dick Morris, Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, all these people, Romney's going to win, I know. They were exposed for the morons they are. Now you have the same thing going on with Donald Trump. Now, again, this is subject to change, and when it changes, I'll be the first one to say it. For a while, I said Donald Trump was the favorite. As of right now, he is not the favorite, and it's not because they rigged it. It's because she's actually up because he's fucking imploding. So, and understand, I don't go as far as some people. So Nate Silver right now says 87% chance Hillary wins. I don't agree with that. But as of right now, is it like a 65% chance Hillary wins? Yeah. Maybe even a 70% chance? Yeah. Because he's been going down, 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 and she's been going up, 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 up. So, and it's not because all over 20 different polling organizations are rigged. It's because that's actually what's happening. But they say only 16% of Trump voters say if she wins, it's because she actually won. So only 16% if Hillary wins will say, you know what, that result is legit. That's scary, man, because that means the overwhelming majority, well, actually, yeah, overwhelming majority, 69%, are questioning the validity of the election before it even happened, and when all the evidence is suggesting that if there's a straight-up election, she will win right now. Okay. So just think about that for a second, how crazy that is. If he wins, they think everything's fair and square. If he loses, no matter what, if he loses, it was 100% rigged. See, you need evidence in order to make that claim. In the case of Bernie Sanders in the Democratic primary, when the DNC was in the driver's seat, there was evidence. So we could talk about how they tipped the scale for Hillary Clinton. There's not evidence yet here. There's none. There's none. Okay, let me give you more. More specifically, 40% of Trump voters think that ACORN, which hasn't existed in years, will steal the election for Clinton. %40 of Trump voters are on Neptune. They're on Neptune. They have permanent verbal diarrhea about the world. There isn't a coherent thought that goes into their minds ever. You're gonna be that confident about this claim that you're gonna say it to a pollster who you know is taking down what you say. 40% of you are gonna go, yeah, ACORN is going to steal it. ACORN literally hasn't existed in years. In years! It wasn't even around the fucking last election. The fuck is wrong with you? The facts are irrelevant. Data, information is irrelevant. I got a feeling in my gut, and Donald Trump is the way to go, and if he loses, let me tell you right now, and ain't because he actually lost, it's because it was stolen, and goddamn ACORN's doing it. These are the same fucking people, you know it, I know it, who think Obama is a Marxist Kenyan Muslim. These are the same people who call Obama a Muslim as they attack him for going to Reverend Wright's church. Which is it? Is he going to a reverend? Is he Christian or is he Muslim? I don't know. I'm just going to call him everything. I think he's an atheist Muslim Christian is what he is. And I don't like him none. 40% of Trump voters are out to lunch, which is another reason why it's so scary that Trump just said yesterday. You know, maybe the Second Amendment people will take care of Hillary. I don't know. Dude, don't say that. Your followers are already proving that many of them are on a level of stupidity that I thought previously unattainable. So if you say that, you know, are there some people who are loose cannons that may be too literal with it and may go in the wrong direction and may further threaten violence or take action? Of course it can happen. You know it can happen. I know it can happen. So, God, look at where we're at, man. Trump has riled up some of the dumbest people in the fucking country. 40% of them! Yeah, ACORN's gonna steal it. ACORN doesn't exist, you idiots! Do you do any research? Do you care about anything? It's all about the gut, and my feelings done tell me, and these are the same fucking people who accuse liberals. Oh, pussy liberals! Oh my God, the liberals, they're bleeding heart liberal. All they do is think with their heart and not with their head, and we're the party of harsh truths, us Republicans. 40% of Trump supporters think an organization which does not exist will steal the election for Hillary Clinton. Tell me again about the party of harsh truths. My ass cheeks are the party of harsh truths. And then, finally, let me give you some final information here. Even though Trump ended up admitting it didn't exist, 47% of his voters say they saw the video of Iran collecting $400 million from the United States to only 46 who say they didn't see the video. Even 25% of Clinton voters claim to have seen the non-existent video. Okay, so this is, this actually explains to you what happens when you say something super confidently and you repeat it over and over. So Trump had said so many times, I saw the video, the Iran deal, terrible. It was terrible. You saw that we were giving them $400 million in Iran. Okay, no, that video doesn't exist. The video you're referring to was in Geneva, and there was no exchange of money. What was happening was Iran was releasing their hostages to us. So in other words, you flipped the meaning exactly on its head. Iran was releasing our hostages, which is good for us, and it was happening in Geneva. And in your mind, you flipped it to, we are giving them $400 million in Iran. You just made it up. It's totally made up. And you said it for a while so confidently and repeated it so often that 47% of his voters were like, I saw it too. I done saw it too, man. But you gonna question my integrity? Yeah, bitch. That's what I'm doing. I'm questioning your integrity. Your dear leader said some stupid shit and you fell in line because you view him as your dear leader. Anything Daddy Trump says is right by definition, so Daddy Trump done said there's a video. Except there's not a fucking video. There's not a video. He even convinced 25% of Clinton voters, I saw it too. Now, eventually, even when he said, okay, that video doesn't exist, he only said that once, and he said it quickly, and then, okay, everything's over, no harm, no foul. Except there still is harm and foul, because he said it existed 8 times, 9 times. He said it didn't exist once real quick, and then moved on. And then everybody got the original message, didn't get the correction, and then now still 47% of his voters are like, yeah, no, it exists. I have a hunch, even if you told them, well, they kind of admitted it didn't at this point. He's like, nope, I saw it. I would imagine a lot of them would say that. The truth is irrelevant to these people. This is deeply, deeply troubling, man. So there actually is a political lesson to take away from this, though, which is if you say something and you are confident and you repeat it over and over and over, people will believe it no matter what the fuck it is. And unfortunately, we have cheap idiot demagogues who use that tactic. And the Democrats, when there are Democrats who are actually progressive and right, very few of them know, oh, this is how I get my message out. They're usually nuanced and wonky, and they don't repeat things. And, okay, let me say this over and over. The only person who really does it well is probably Bernie Sanders. But that's the way you get your message out, and that's the way you get people to go, duh, when you say things. We need universal health care. We're the only modern nation that doesn't have it. Duh. You need that to be the reaction. But the Democrats rarely use these tricks because they're not that great on policy, because many of them are centrist and corporatist, and they don't know proper marketing. Trump, even in his stupidity, knows proper marketing because he just keeps repeating himself, even when he's fucking dead wrong, to the point where 50% of his followers are like, I saw it even though it doesn't exist.